All right, let me test this lag right here. It seems like it's pretty good lag already. Let me see here. 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay, not too bad. All right, let me see here. Hello, welcome. I'm just kind of looking at this new illustration this morning in our Disney book. We'll do a flip through in this book here in a little bit. Let me see. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here, guys. Let's see. I'm trying to figure this out because these little owl faces. All right, let's see. These all look a little bit strange because I'm not really sure what colors to use. All right. Oh, hey, Monty. How's your morning? Oh, good morning, Sherry. Well, coffee sounds pretty good, Monty. I don't have any made, but it does sound good. All right, let me finish something right here, and then we'll do a walkthrough or a flip through, not a walkthrough. We'll do a flip through on this book. Okay, so let's do a flip through on this Disney book. All right, we can wait a little bit then. Then I'll just continue on working on this. Now my image will not look exactly like the colored image. I'm trying to think of some colors I want to use here, maybe on the roof. Let's see. Well, everybody having coffee, it's making me think I should have made some for myself. Oh yeah, I like this pencil sharpener. Much better. Ah, there's a bunch of crows out here outside my window in the front. I can hear them out there. A lot of stuff going on in this picture that's all the same colors. And this color right here, guys, I can't really hardly, it's I know it's a sienna, but I can't really tell at this point. A beige sienna, I think is what it's called. It's not very dark, hard to see on camera. But just as a base coat. Yeah, they might, that might have been what they were doing. They actually, I think they left now. I don't hear them. They were, of course, they were probably at the dumpster right outside. Well, now that's another possibility too, Monty. Maybe they were trying to let everybody know. I'm just trying to get a little bit of a darker shadow right up underneath this very edge. And I know that I can see that part, that little top part right there is off camera, but I think that'll be all right. We'll be right back on camera. Now I'm just trying to put in a little bit of a grain, wood grain kind of looking stuff going on here, guys. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll be going out today or not. We went out, Casey took me out yesterday. So I don't know if we'll go out. We might go out somewhere though. I won't know for sure unless she just happens to message me and tell me she wants to go out. In the original illustration, guys, there's bright light coming out through here, through this window. And we'll see that here when we do our flip through. Well, I've got a bunch of windows that's got that kind of glare coming out, don't I? That's okay. That's the first one. All right, let's do a flip through on this book, guys. So I am going to zoom back out so we can see both sides. Sorry, guys, it's so hard to get the zoom on this phone. So I am going to try to follow along a little bit with the picture on the side over here, on the other side, the completed page. But let's start at the beginning here. So this is one nice thing about this book. It does show a finished page also. But these images are so dark. I'm not going to follow them like they are because I don't know how to make it all that dark. Wow, let me see if I can change this light a little bit, guys, so we can get a little less glare or something on the page. Can't even hardly see. I don't know. So this thing, the paper seems to be a little bit more shiny. Yeah, I know that. Well, I don't know. I don't really know. I know that's Aladdin. I know that's the movie Aladdin because I had all these Disney movies when girls were little. But look at the glare that's on that page, though. It's hard to see. At least on my laptop, it is for me. There's so much glare. Yeah, Sherry, I agree with that. But I do kind of want to use the picture as somewhat of a guide, I think. I wish that, I wish these pages were showing up better on my laptop. It's so I can't even see them. I'm trying to fit. There's so much glare. These pages are a little bit shiny looking or something. I can't get my light to. It looks okay on your TV? It sure is looking funny on my laptop. It's real bright. I can't even see this upper part right here. It's all just glare. Well, if you guys can see it, then I'll let it sit like it is, just so we can do a flip through and look at the different pages. Okay, then I won't worry about it. Maybe some of that is just because some of these lines are kind of faint to not quite as bold as some of the other stuff. Okay, this one was Mulan Blossoms of Love. Is what that page was called? Yeah, Mulan. And here's a Little Mermaid, which later became the inspiration for the Starbucks cup, the image on the Starbucks cup. But the image on the Starbucks cup goes back before Ariel. Well, she might not be in there in the picture anywhere because I don't know specifically what she looks like. I know this is Little Mermaid because it says Little Mermaid at the bottom of the page. But Ariel was a later adaptation of a siren named, what was the name? What was the name? I'll think of the name, don't worry. And from Celtic, I think it's Celtic folklore, because the original mermaids were not nice little creatures like Ariel. So the Starbucks logo is a two-tailed mermaid or a two-tailed siren. Right? I can't think of the name of that character. I know the name in English and Spanish. I just can't think of it. Melusina in Spanish. And you actually see a little bit of that in the Little Mermaid, which is, I did not know that until I learned about the Starbucks logo on the cup and where it was derived from and all that stuff. In the Little Mermaid, you can see the sirens, the mermaids. Well, you can see it in a better place to see it is in Peter Pan, actually, because there's a mermaid in Peter Pan. They try to drown Wendy. That's what they were really like. All right, let's continue. Whoa. Okay, this one says Beauty and the Beast 2 at the bottom of the page down here. That's the picture title, I guess. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. All right, Monty, which dwarves are these? Yeah, me neither. right, this one is from the movie Tangled. Yeah, that's from Tangled. I did not know that was her name was Rapunzel, but yeah, and there's the king down here too, and some other mermaids. I guess that's Ariel's dad. Now this movie I never saw. A lot of reflections in this water. Winter enchantment. Yeah, I get that. Oh, I had three girls, my youngest daughters, and so we watched a lot of Disney stuff. Okay, well we're doing this one, so see these are it's interesting. These these pictures because they originally they these were not meant for coloring with colored pencils. These are paintings. So I think that's one thing I got to be careful about too, especially like on a like in a book like this. I got to keep in mind the original medium because they're not going to look exactly the same. The mediums won't. Colored pencil is not going to look like paint. See how dark these pictures are? That is true. That is very true. That's kind of why I want to do the picture that we're going to do, at least somewhat similar to what we have going on over here. Because I do think that would be good practice. Well, hi, Gay. I hope you had a good day and I hope you get good rest. I like this book. Hard to color, I think. Well, not hard to color. It would be hard to duplicate, I think. But it can be done similarly. So that's what we'll work towards. Something similar. I'm waiting for you to get your book so we can do that picture. Wow, that would be tough to replicate. Like these trails. Well, it would be difficult for me, I should put it that way, until I have more experience. I do have a paint pen, though, a white paint pen. Wow, there's a lot going on in this picture. Little footpaths and little creek. Oh, I didn't hardly even notice. That must be Grumpy. Well, yeah, that would be a good idea. Try a different, something different. One thing about it, there's plenty of pages to practice new things. Because you know what I was thinking of? Uh, at some point between the last live stream and this one, uh, which was last night. But anyway, uh, I was thinking at some point, like I want to do, like you just mentioned the metallic pencils. I don't know how good it would look to do like an entire picture in just those metallic pencils. That would be kind of fun. And then like I was thinking probably like around 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock this morning, something like that. I was thinking I got all these Prismacolor pencils. A bunch of them I have not used before, and so they're not haven't been sharpened yet. I mean, they're pre-sharpened from the factory, but I haven't sharpened them yet. So I thought what might be fun would be to do a picture using only colors that I have never used before. The title of this says Sleeping Beauty Dancing in the Enchanted Light. And there's a whole bunch of people. There's some horses down here. You can't really see them in this picture. They're so small down in here. There's all kinds of people back here. Okay, Gay, good night. Well, I'm not sure how great of an idea it is, Sherry, but it might be interesting. Okay, Gay. Yeah, that's kind of what I plan on doing, Monty. I'm just going to use the finished picture kind of as like a gauge. Well, I don't consider any of those books to be easier, and they were all kind of scary. All right. What's this one, Monty? I would like to do like a page that is like I guess maybe like some kind of like a well, I don't know what kind of image it would be necessarily. I was thinking like some kind of fantasy image or something like that, like mythic stuff or something like that, so that the colors, we don't have to think about realism, so that the colors can be any kind of color because it's not a real world, so it doesn't have to make sense. But I have a hard time doing that because I don't know what colors will work good beside each other, but it would still be kind of fun. I'd like to do one like that. Well, I'm getting ready. I think I'm going to do one like that anyway. That the next Kirby Roseanne's, I think I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. I like this image right here too. I was going to do this one as the first image. I do like this image, so she was here. Fernanda was in here on Mondays. Monday morning, she was here. Yes, exactly. It's hard to see it in some other way, especially if they don't make sense. But yeah, this was the originally I had thought I might do this picture first, But then I came across the one with the dwarf's house, and I think that would be better because I don't know how to do skin tone for her. Not that it really matters; it's dull enough we can't really see it. But see, he's got the light rays coming down through the water. It looks really cool on here, but I don't know if I could replicate. Yeah, you mentioned Fernanda. I got this book to do I'm just waiting for her actually. I gotta wait for so I got this book to do a picture with her, with Fernanda. I'm just waiting for her. Cinderella dancing in the starlight. So we have a lot of Disney characters dancing in sunlight, starlight, moonlight. Oh, now what did I tell you? Starlight, sunlight, moonlight, Cinderella dancing in starlight, Beauty and the Beast dancing in the moonlight. Oh, Snow White dancing in the sunlight. Which one? This one, Monty? Yeah, I like that Beauty and the Beast image also. Yeah, these are very good pictures. Of course, they're Thomas Kincaid, so but they are paintings. You can tell by looking at even the pictures that you can see the brushstrokes actually. Oh, this one has fireworks in the background. Now I'm looking here at this image right here, and I'm not real familiar with Thomas Kincaid work, but apparently he is an oil painter because it looks like oil paint, maybe acrylics. Oh, one thing I wanted to do also, I just want to see if it tells how many pages are in this book. And that was mentioned. We may just have to count them. Some of this, some books will tell you how many pages are in them. And I could find out on Amazon. Actually, I can. That way I don't have to. The painter of light. I can see that. I can see how he uses light. I'm going to look this up on Amazon right quick, guys. And that will, it should tell me on there how many pages. All right, hang on a second, guys. Well, it's 128 pages. Of course, that'll be front and back. But that doesn't seem like there's 128 pages in this book. In the paperback, I got the spiral bound. Is it different? Because it doesn't seem like there's no 150 pages in this little spiral book right here. So let me look at something. It may have a different number of pages. Well, I'm not even seeing one of them. I looked it up on the spiral bound book and it's not even telling me how many pages. So I guess maybe when we get done, we can count them. But that's kind of weird. All right, well. See, now we have Sleeping Beauty dancing in the enchanted light. So, yeah, lots of different types of light going on. And this one is just titled The Little Mermaid. And this one is just entitled Tangled. Yeah, it'd be fun to try that, but not today, but at some point. At least something similar to that. I do like the idea that it has the pictures because it does give you at least an idea of what you can do on the blank page. So I do like that. This is nice. That green looks real nice through there with the yellow in her dress. And this apparently is right in the neighborhood of the picture we're going to draw a color because it says Snow White discovers the cottage. So she must be looking over at the cottage over this way. Yeah, I like this picture. Oh, that's a nice picture of Cinderella and dancing in the starlight. And another dancing in the moonlight. This book was $27 for the spiral bound. The regular paperback right now on Amazon is $8.79. And I'm not sure what the Walmart price is for this, but Walmart carries this book too. I actually saw a copy of this book. Yeah, I spend the extra money to buy the spiral bound if it's available. Some of the books aren't available in spiral bound, but I like the spiral bound, so. But you don't have to buy the spiral bound, Monty. The paperback book is under $9. And that's the average price for adult coloring books on Amazon. You can buy them all day long for under $10. Some of them are under $5. This one's more expensive. The spiral bound are more expensive, and they also have some of them come in a hardback also. Whoa, this is mostly water. So far, I've been able to get the spiral bound in every book I have, as long as the spiral bound was an option. Oh, now I do like the purple roofs. And that's something we were talking about, like color and stuff that's outside of what we're used to, the color pattern and scheme that we're used to seeing things done in. We don't see purple roofs very often. Sleeping Beauty. I think that's the first time we've seen her in this book. Oh, yeah. There it is. See, now we saw a picture earlier. Oh, oh, we saw her before? Well, I've looked at so many of these now, I done forgot what I've looked at. But I think in the picture that we looked at where it said that Snow White sees the cottage, she must have been right up here somewhere. Come around the path and got right down here where she could actually see over here. Boom. Oh, just the dress was in another picture. Pocahontas. Well, that's true. She might. some of these things, it's harder to, if I didn't have just a line drawing, I would not even be able to discern what some of this stuff is in the painting. Cause like there's a person back here, but it's really hard to see details of it in here. So without having the line work, it would be really kind of hard to see what's happening on some of that stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, my first coloring page was Mickey Mouse, and it's actually hanging on a wall somewhere in Casey's house. I haven't even seen it. I know it's at her house hanging up. It's in her bedroom, and I haven't been in her bedroom, so Cinderella wishes upon a dream. That's the last page. I didn't even realize that. All right, so let me count these pages just to see how many images we have. Sorry, I got to move the book, guys, so I can. It's hard to see if I can get this. Let's see. There's one. So I count 47 images. I got 47 images. And yes, Monty, there was a lot of water in this book. Now I got to find my page again. I'm not sure where it's at. There it is. See if I can use my turntable, guys. We do have one of Monty's paintings posted on the community page also. All right, now we can zoom back in a little bit. I like that one pretty good. It came out pretty good. Sherry, does he play Minecraft also? My grandson in Texas, he plays Fortnite and Minecraft. He does live streams too, but most of the time they're very short, or at least they used to be. I haven't watched any of them in a long time. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You have an art museum close by, Monty. Whoops, how did that get way over there? Oh, because I zoomed in and I forgot. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm sure I would. I'd like any of them. I used to go to the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. Yeah, I like museums. I did not go to a lot of museums when I lived in the LA area. Actually, well, I don't recall going to any while I lived out there. And oh yeah, the Pacific Northwest is beautiful country. I used to one of my favorite places in America is Big Sur, California. Yeah, she has deer, Monty. She sent me a picture of deer in her yard. It's going to darken this down just a little bit. I'm just darkening this wood up just a little bit, guys. Just a little bit. I think that looks a little bit better. Hey, did I tell you guys that a while back somebody crashed into our office building in their car? I could just hear the guy's truck from across the road. He's kind of got a steep driveway, so his truck's kind of loud when he's backing up into his driveway, and I can hear it. And it reminded me, I could hear somebody's motor revving like that, like they got stuck or something. And I didn't know it at the time, but they ended up crashing into the building, damaging the building. Yeah, I never heard an update on the people that actually hit the building. I think they took off actually in their car, and the cops had to go hunt for them. Oh wow. You're talking about living at the bottom of a steep curved road. It reminds me of the first time I ever went snow skiing. I went to Fairbanks, Alaska, and to teach us how to ski, this is the United States Army. To teach us how to ski, they drop us off on the top of this hill and tell us, see you at the bottom. But at the bottom was a big curve. They didn't tell anybody how to turn on skis, so a bunch of us ended up out in the woods. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I used to live in Colorado, and we used to go to up to a Vail in Aspen, Colorado, to the ski resorts and go inner tubing. Yeah, I've lived in a lot of places, guys. Oh, I missed a window. I lived there for, I lived in Colorado for a while. My dad was going to college, finishing up his PhD. And we could see Pikes Peak out our living room window. I remember that. I have lived in seven different states, and I have visited 49 of the 50 United States. Okay, looks like we've got one more window. I need to. What is that? The only state that I have not been to is Maine. Now, some of that was done, of course, when I was a kid, traveling with my parents, summer vacation and stuff like that. But I myself, as an adult, have traveled to almost all 50 states, even as an adult. But I never made it up to Maine. Oh no, I got too much stuff sitting around here, knocking it off with my elbows. I put a mark on here earlier when we were doing the flip through with a colored pencil. I felt it touch the paper. I didn't know where, but I could tell that it touched the paper. Okay, that's better. I would like to see Maine. I've traveled through the lower part of Canada. I've been down to Mexico City, down to Panama in South America, Central America. All right, see if you guys can notice this right here. Let me see if I can find it on camera, see if I can get it to zoom in. See that? I wonder what that N represents right there. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of cool that he includes that in his art. I'm wondering if it's in the other illustrations. And I just never noticed it, like doing flip throughs, because I really didn't notice it until just now when I was looking at it. I did notice, because I flipped back over. You might have saw me move the book there just a little bit ago. I was looking at this one, and I can actually see that N is in there also in the painting, where it looks like it's in the painting. I want to just take a peek right here, see if I notice it. I'm just looking to see if I notice it right offhand. So in one of these other ones, I may actually have to be working on it where you're kind of like focused on it. Well, I didn't. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I didn't see it right offhand. It is on the cottage. It's right there on the cottage. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That looks like I have about 18 coloring books at this point. Make a journal. I can't just take a picture. Because if journaling requires writing, I'm probably not going to be doing it, to be honest. Makes my hands hurt too much. But I was just thinking I need to get some bookends for my books because I just kind of have them laying around on my shelves over here, and I kind of need to make those look a little bit neater, a little bit nicer. I kind of like to keep looking kind of nice, even though my table doesn't reflect that right now. Well, now that's probably a good idea, just to keep the books listed anyway. Now, I think I'm going to try something just to see how well this might work out. Man, I need like a magnifying glass so I can, my eyes are watering. I probably should put that between the pages. Wow. Oh boy, this one's going to be rough. This is another one of these really tight areas. You got to go around all this stuff. but we're going to use a lavender. I am going to do stones, yes. Right now I'm working on the mortar, but I'm going to use like a lavender mortar, something slightly different than what would be expected. But I think it'll look good because we're going to use grays and browns and stuff. I thought about doing that, Sherry. I do that most of the time. I will use my light highlight color and just color the whole section. But I don't want these stones to have this purple as a background behind it. So I'm going to try just to color around these because I don't want the color of the stone layered on top of this lavender. This is a grade lavender. I think it's going to look nice on this house. It looks a little bit different. I don't know if you can see the lavender. It's a grade lavender, but it does have that purple tint to it. I like it. It looks really nice. I got to take that back out. That's messing me up because I keep wanting to put my hand on the edge of that. There's no support behind it. I'll be better off doing it like this. Yeah, I would like to get, we were talking about that earlier. I'd like to do that, but it's always kind of like intimidating because I don't know if it's going to work or not. This one will work. I'm just going to make it work. Oh, look, we've got a Mickey Mouse too, Monty. Look here, we got Mickey Mouse. See Mickey right there? Mickey came to visit the dwarfs. Now let's see. One thing I think I'm going to do, I may have to get my Color pencils back out for a minute. Oh, maybe not. I can do this right here. Now this is one of those pencils I have not used before. What happened to my camera? Camera went all blurry for some reason. Now we have a bright pink, fluorescent pink, letter N. All right, guys, I got to take a quick break. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, guys. Let me see here. Let me see. What is this? All right, let's see. Now I want to try to do just a few of these stones here just to see how well it's going to work out. Well, that's as close as that thing's going to zoom in, ain't it? I'm kind of just guessing at these stones right here, guys. That's not too bad. I'm just putting a little touch of a second layer, guys, just to darken this slate up some, these stones. Well, thank you. A lot of tedious, intricate kind of stuff going on here, but I kind of like that. So this is definitely one I'm going to have to work on off camera a little bit too, just to like fill in all this, like all this where I'm using this lavender and stuff, the mortar, even the stonework, because this going to take a while. I do. I think that's why I like that grayscale I did so much, because it was a lot easier to really detail. I like doing the detailed work too. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better since I went back over it with the second layer on those stones. All right, let's zoom back out. Let's see. All right, let's take a look at this part right here. Now, I want to try one other part here for today anyway. Let's see how well this will work out. It's either going to work or it's gonna not work. Oh wow, it just started pouring. Rain. I can hear it. Pretty sure that's rain. Yep, it's pouring down the rain. Then here for the last couple of weeks, we got some snow and then it's rained every day since then. Thankfully, it was dry when I went out yesterday. This rain makes it hard for me though, because I do live close enough to a store I can walk. Actually, that's a little bit zoomed in just a little more than what I wanted, actually. Yeah, something about like that. let's see. Yeah, that's true. The mountains does affect it because I live in the mountains too. I better go ahead and catch this while I'm here. Well, at this point, I am glad I made it to the store yesterday. Hey, Stacy, how are you? I was just listening to the rain here. It's been pouring the rain. Actually, just started not too long ago, a few minutes ago. How's Erin feeling today? Stacy, did you hear me? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, good. Maybe that's all under control then. Okay, and then that's the last day of school for them, isn't it? Yeah, half day. Yeah, half day here too. I think it was a little bit kind of sunny here earlier, and then all of a sudden it clouded up and started pouring the rain. Oh, foggy and misty. What's Aaron doing now, Stacy? Oh, okay. I didn't know if he'd be sleeping or not, how he felt. Now, I just bet that was done on purpose, this little Mickey Mouse put in here, since it's Disney. Well, this color's light enough, it's hard for me to see where I've been with it. All right, let's see. I need two. Okay, Sherry. I hope that all goes well for you. You have a great day too. God bless you. I'm going to be ending this stream soon anyway, but I do want to maybe finish working on these stones, maybe on this side of this chimney before we're done. Maybe we can zoom in just a little bit more. Not much more because that's max zoom right there. Now I may have to come back over and touch some of these stones up again. All right, let's zoom back out. I think that's about all I got in me today, guys. I'm tired of sitting at this table. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, okay, Monty. Well, that roof turned out pretty bright, didn't it? FS tonight, yes. Yeah, we'll do Farming Simulator tonight. Let's see. Well, yeah, something like that. Well, I think this is a good color for this roof. I think it's going to work out nicely in the end. Just need to add just a little more shadow color right here. It didn't quite look right. So to darken it in just a little bit more. Maybe across the top right here. Something about like that. It's going to be okay. Let me pull this down this way a little bit though, so it looks like thatch. Get my pencil strokes coming down this way. Yeah, like that. Nice. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll be on tonight, Farming Simulator. Boy, my little stool almost rolled out from underneath me. I leaned over too far. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I will catch you guys in the next one, which will be tonight at midnight. Stacy, I love you if you're still there. Catch you guys in the next one. Until then, God bless.